Hey guys, I put up a video on March 15th of 2019. It's all over at Passover. Now I got this by the words of the Lord that He showed me. The 23rd is something to behold. You will all know at Passover, and the child will be born at 3:30 a.m. Sunday. I wanted to let you guys listen to some of the things that was said in this video, and I pray it blesses you guys. I love you all. This is God's gifts. Hold on.
This afternoon, around noon, I was getting this information from the Lord, like a download about Passover, and He told me to look up Passover, and there's 71 verses found in the Bible with all the things about Passover. The first occurrence I found is in Exodus 12:11, and Passover, which is 6453 in Hebrew, it is an exemption. So we know that we're going to be exempt from the tribulation. So then I was shown to separate the words as in pass and over. The first one that it comes out to be is in Genesis 4:3.
The Genesis 4:3 is the first one that shows a Strong's number.
And in this is where Cain gives up his first fruits. So in this pass, it means to exist, that is, to become or come to pass. So these things here that we're waiting for something to come to pass. And in the Greek, it's pass is Greek number 3928 in Strong's. Now this is Jesus telling us about the timing, that everything is going to be complete, that not one jot or tittle shall.
What I wanted to say is there's 71 verses of Passover, as in the 71st year that we just came across right now. We're in the 71st year, so hold on.
Go unnoticed. So we see that God is speaking through His words with these phrases. This pass means to come near. It also means to approach or go by or go away, perish, neglect. So all these things are adding up to the timing of the Passover. I wanted to say this because I was told a while back, I did a video, I'd have to look it up and find the link for you guys, but I was told we will all know at Passover, after asking the Lord, how are we going to all come together, because we're all getting different dates and different times and the calendars aren't jiving, and He told me we will all know at Passover. Now as I went to the word over, there's a lot of overs in the first book of the Bible in Genesis, but there's only the first one you come to is verse 8 down here, and it's 5921. And it means like, how we're going to pass over, pass above, and against. That reminds me of be ready against the third day, be ready against the eighth day, which I kept getting. So we're passing above something. When you pass over something, you're going to have to go over it. You guys can look at this and check out the other meanings behind it too. Now on the over on this one, it's in Matthew 2:9, and it's speaking about the three wise men and how they followed the eastern star. It went before them to show them the way. And I think this is very interesting as well, sisters and brothers. Now,
it's not three wise men. I meant to say wise men. Sorry, guys.
If you think of, I'm just thinking of this. Satan, was called the morning star also. And we know the dragon is at the woman's feet. And the star, I know this is totally, this just came to my mind. But anyway, the star, if it represented Satan in this case, what if, this is where the star came and stood where the young child was?
Okay, and we know that Venus is now the brightest star in the west. There's something being shown. God is showing us a sign with this, and it's going to move into Pleiades. And Lynn Lott did a beautiful job on Passover and pulling a lot of things together. And I pray that you guys can watch her video. It was very, very interesting.
We know also that Jesus is represented as the morning star as well. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. And in Greek, this over represents up, above. That is over, on, a place, amount, a rank, etc. Above, more than, on, or over. So the first occurrence that I'm finding is Exodus 12:11 regarding the Passover. And listen to this. And thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. So the Lord is telling us at the Passover, be ready to go. Be girded up. Be ready. So I was writing some things about the Passover.
One thing I wanted to say is a lot of people believe that they got to buy a lamb and eat it and do that. But we are spiritual beings following the Spirit. So you got to look into the spiritual aspect of what the Passover means.
Torah, the Nisan. We know that Nisan 14 is the start of Passover. And I was just writing some notes here. And I was thinking about when the Lord told me, that we will all know at Passover, because we were getting false dates, false calendars. We didn't know what was going on. And so the Lord led me to a few things. And I'm writing stuff down. And I'm just checking things over. And, I'm looking at the super moon. The eve of Passover represents the redemption. Jesus was slain, and then you have the lamb slain in the evening of Nisan 14. And then I got to thinking about pas. I wanted to know what that meant. And I found out it means all, okay? So I went through the Bible, and I was looking in the Strong's, and I was looking, and pas, all, and ipano, which is over, passing over, all over is what I received. And I kept saying, I kept hearing in my head, it's all over at Passover. And then I thought of the things that the Holy Spirit has been bringing me. The setting sun is your rising brightness. We know that the Lamb is slain in the evening, and Jesus rose in the morning on the third day. And then I heard, you will all know at Passover the child will be born Sunday at 3:30 a.m. I was given. So check this out, guys. I thought it was kind of strange that on...
Now this is from 2019, so bear with me.
Nisan, the first month.
I think I'm going to fast forward. You don't want to watch the video on that part. Got my scriptures coming up for tomorrow. I don't know if I have anything else, because this is mainly showing how the 16th and the 23rd is almost like a repetitive process from last year into this year. It's actually, from the Jewish calendar, from the Hebrew calendar, and the Torah calendar. Lynn Lott got all these things together. Her video is really interesting, and it shows you guys, she's seeing that the Lord is showing her through all the calendars that she gathered together. It starts on April 4th through the 12th, and her and I were talking. We are going to fast at this time, and we're going to pray and let the Lord lead us into all things. I don't know if there's anything else here that I wanted to show you, but I pray this blessed you guys. I pray this blessed you guys, because the part where, I was looking and the Lord led me, to look up pas and over, and it means all over, and that's the words that he gave me here. So, let me see if I can find it. I just thought that this was a blessing, and I pray that it is a blessing to you all. The Greek word 3956 is pas, and Greek 1883 is ipano, meaning over. So it's all over, all above. It's like we're going to be above. I truly believe, guys, we are in this year. Let the Lord guide us. We only find out minute by minute new things, and we're very, very close. I love you all. This is God's gifts. Be blessed.